to Power Yoga, guys. I'm so glad that you could join me today. We are going to be doing a flow going into wheel today. Yes, wheel, which is just kind of a fancy term for back bend. So we are going to be doing lots of heart opening poses to ready ourselves for that, strengthening the back, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and start by laying flat on your mat and taking those legs out nice and long, arms out to the sides. And we're just going to begin to breathe, taking those nice deep inhales and exhales. Letting go of just anything that's in your mind right now. And instead just taking your mind to a place of peace and joy. Knowing that we have a lot of unknowns right now. That we can use our breath to release that tension. To release that anxiety. And to let go. Really using that deep Ujjayi breath today, breath of victory, letting it all go. And taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale and pull the knees into the chest. Again, you can rock it from side to side if you'd like. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale and place your feet back down onto the mat. Palms are going to be flat. And we're going to come up and down in that bridge, taking an inhale. And exhale, lift into bridge, lifting those hips, keeping those knees parallel with each other. Taking an inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down. My dog keeps wanting to give me kisses. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale and lift. Inhale, exhale and lower. One more time, inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, and exhale, lower. Taking the knees from side to side, inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Inhale, right. Just using those knees like little windshield wipers here this morning, taking it side to side. Just going at your own pace with your own flow of breath. Maybe a couple more rounds here. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, pull those knees back into the chest. Take an inhale. And exhale, rock and roll yourself to the top of your mats, letting yourself come into that seated balance. Rolling those shoulders down and back. And we're just going to take those arms out to the side. Beautiful. And we're going to just take those knees out and in. Take a nice deep inhale, extend. Exhale back in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, hold here. Beautiful. Now we're just going to float those arms up and down as we stay in this seated balance. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and have a seat here. I'm going to turn to face you. And from here, we're just going to come into an easy pose or cross-leg position here. If you want to come into more of a lotus pose, you can do that as well, taking that foot up, going into half lotus, or taking both feet in to full. It's up to you, whatever's most comfortable for you. All right, we're going to roll those shoulders down and back, lining that spine over the hips. We're going to take those hands back behind us. Fingertips are pointing towards the knees. We're going to go into that modified camel, taking an inhale. And then exhale, extend your hips high. And just allow that chest to open. Roll your shoulder blades down and back behind you. And if you'd like, you can allow that head to drop behind as well. Inhale. And exhale, lower down here. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale and lift. Holding for 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Holding for 1 breath. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. All right, we're going to take that right leg underneath. Left leg is going to come over the top. We're going to come into our cow face pose. At least with our legs. All right, so from here then, we're going to take that knee into the chest so we get that really nice stretch going down the outside of the leg. If you have a strap with you today, you can use a strap. If not, just try to reach the fingers as close as you can towards each other, towards the middle of the back. If you have a strap, though, take that strap into your right hand. Draw that elbow right up by the ear and take that opposite arm around. Reach for that strap behind you. And then I'm just going to pull down on my strap. Now, if you can meet your fingers in the middle of your back and connect, you can go there too. All right, you decide where you want to go. We're just, again, opening up the chest, opening up that rotator cuff, the tricep, just giving them a nice stretch here. And just continue to breathe, continue to lengthen through your spine, keeping the chin off the chest. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and release that. We're going to switch sides now. Taking that opposite leg under. Right leg's going to come over the top this time. Again, we want to be grounding down through both sitting bones here. So if you have that top leg is kind of hanging out here for you, all you need to do is just take a block, place it right underneath that foot. All right. This time we're going to take that strap into the left hand, draw it high, and then bend through that elbow, taking that opposite arm around. Again, we're going to hold here for 3 breaths, lengthening through that spine. One more time. All right. Go ahead and release that. We're going to come onto all fours and go into that cat-cow. So fingers are spread wide, wrists right under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Take a nice deep inhale, look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. And exhale, round through the spine. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to go back to that neutral spine. Take your right leg back behind you, opposite arm coming up. And we're going to take elbow to knee. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more round here. And then we're going to hold, reaching through the fingertips, reaching through that back heel. And then we're going to begin to open up those hip flexors, which is going to be very important for our wheel pose that we're working up to. So we're going to reach that hand back and around for the foot and open and lift. So we're pressing that foot into the palm. So what's going to help to lift and open the chest. Good. Really getting a nice stretch across the quadriceps, down into those hip flexors, strengthening through the back. Inhale. Exhale, release here. All right, going to the other side, taking that left leg back behind, opposite arm is reaching, and we're taking it elbow to knee. Here we go. Inhale in. Exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. All right, from here, we're going to reach for that opposite foot again. If this isn't for you, you don't have to go here today. It's totally fine. Inhale. And exhale, release down here. All right, let's go ahead and tuck the toes under and find our down dog. Let's start to move and groove here today. Lowering those heels, alternating from side to side if you want. You can shift through the hips if you want. Wherever you need to go in this pose to get yourself nice and yummy here. And taking a nice deep inhale. Look towards the hands and exhale. Float or step the feet forward. Inhale to half pose. Exhale. Reverse swan dive all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Really ground down through the feet here. Find your center. And taking a nice deep inhale, come all the way back up to the top. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step or float the feet back. Find your vinyasa. Looking towards the hands, inhale, jump or step the feet forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, swan dive back down. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Step or float back. Find your vinyasa. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Step or float the feet in. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale to half fold. Exhale, step or float back, find your vinyasa. Hold here for 2 breaths. Just finding your space today, finding what works for you. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Step or float the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. And exhale, sit down into chair, going right into our Sun Sal B. Inhale, rise to the top, little mini extension. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Step or float back, find your vinyasa. Right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, and take that knee and bend it here to 90 degrees. Press and open through your hip. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, float that foot underneath. And we're going to extend that leg out and come into our broken triangle. Opening through the chest. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale to 3-legged dog. Exhale, pull that foot all the way through. Rising here, crescent pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way back down. Stepping that foot back into plank or 3-legged dog, lower here. Inhale to the top. Exhale, down dog. All right, going to that left side, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend through that knee, open through the hip. Look underneath that left armpit. Really open here. Inhale. And then exhale, take that leg, scoop it underneath, straighten through that leg, open into that broken triangle. Beautiful. Inhale as you come back to center. Pull that knee in and lift to that 3-legged dog. And then exhale, pull it all the way through. Crescent pose. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, lower here. Stepping it back into 3-legged dog or plank. Find your vinyasa. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Exhale, jumper, step the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, sit down into chair. Inhale, lifting to the top, little mini extension here. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Step or float the feet back. Find your vinyasa. Right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Bend through that knee, open through the hip. And then scoop that leg under, broken triangle. Taking an inhale, coming back to the top. Exhale, scoop the foot all the way through to the hands. Rise crescent pose. Inhale, lower here. Exhale, take it back. Plank or 3-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Taking the left leg back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bending here. And scooping the leg through. Opening into that broken triangle. Inhale, come back up to the top. Leg comes back, 3-legged dog, and then shoot it through to the hands. Rising crescent pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hands down. Come back into plank or 3-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Beautiful. Hold here for 2 breaths. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, come forward into plank. Inhale, hold here. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale. Exhale, push to the top. Inhale. And exhale, take it back down, dog. Lower down to the knees. Come back into your child's pose. Beautiful. Keep moving, keep breathing. Really just lengthening back through those arms. Taking an inhale. And exhale, come back up onto all fours. Go and tuck the toes under. Find your down dog. Right leg is going to lift, three-legged dog. We're going to bend through that knee and just kind of circle through the hip for 3 breaths. We're going to hold here at the top, inhale, and then exhale. You're going to take that foot over the top and open and flip the dog coming into Wild Thing. And remember, you don't have to come into Wild Thing here today. You can stay right there in that 3-legged dog if you'd like. Taking an inhale. Exhale, flip it back over. Take that foot back in and draw it into our Warrior One. Taking that back foot down to that 45-degree angle, really pressing through that pinky toe. Inhale here. Exhale to Warrior Two. Inhale to Reverse Warrior, looking into the palm of the hand, and then reach the arm forward, coming down into side angle. Looking up towards the ceiling here. If you'd like, if that feels best for your neck today. Inhale. Stay right here if you'd like, or you can take that arm back behind. Bottom arm comes under and go into that full bind. Really opening through that chest still, keeping that deep bend in that front knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, release that bind. Lifting that arm back up to the top. Inhale. Exhale, floating that hand down, stepping back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale, open into side plank towards your right. Beautiful. Opening here. Again, you can lift that top leg if you'd like. Inhale. Wrap that leg back around, coming down into your low lunge. Take the back knee down, back foot flat. And then we're just going to take that arm around, reach for that foot, going into that quad stretch. Remember, if you have that strap or some kind of loop to put around your foot, you can use that to kind of pull the foot in a bit if you'd like. It's completely up to you. Just getting those hip flexors nice and stretched out here for our wheel pose that we're leading to. Take an inhale. And exhale, go ahead and take that hand back around. Take a nice deep inhale, stepping onto your right foot. Exhale, lift into half splits. Now once you're in those half splits, you can take your right hand, wrap it around the leg, trying to draw yourself a little further towards knee to nose here. You can try to take both hands and wrap them around if you'd like. Remember, it's better to try and fall than to not try at all, right? So just go where you want to go today. Take a nice deep inhale. Using those hamstrings, using the glutes, we're going to lift and rise to warrior 3. Inhale. And exhale, reach for the back foot if you'd like, coming right into that dancer pose. Again, need a little stability, lean on that couch, lean on something that's close to you if you'd like. Really pressing the foot into the hand here, opening up through the chest. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale, lower down here. Beautiful, nice job, guys. All right, we're gonna go for that again on the other side. Stick with me, guys, you've got this today. Take a nice deep inhale, lift to the top. Exhale, swan dive forward. Let it all go. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Step or float back into plank, find your vinyasa. Good, left leg rises this time. Bending through that knee again, opening through our hip, circling that hip for 3 breaths. Taking an inhale. And then flipping your dog here if you'd like, or just stay in that 3-legged dog. Coming into that wild thing. You decide where you want to be here. Maybe you want to take that hand behind the head, kind of open through that chest a bit more. You find what works for you. Just really lift up through those hips as much as you can, squeezing through those glutes. Taking an inhale. Exhale, come back to center. And then float that foot all the way through. Coming into warrior 1. Hips facing forward. Good. Really pressing down through that back pinky toe. Taking an inhale. Exhale, open warrior 2. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, floating it forward, coming down, side angle. Again, if you have those blocks or something you can put under your hand, pillow, whatever, you can use that as well. Really just open through that chest. Really trying to get those hips nice and open. Take an inhale, take that arm back behind. Now you can stay with this half bind if you'd like, staying here. Or you can take that bottom arm underneath, wrap and loop here, reaching and binding those hands together. Opening through the chest, keeping that deep bend in the front knee. Just creating that space in your heart today. Opening up yourself to new opportunities, new possibilities. Taking an inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Floating that top arm back up. Inhale here. Exhale, floating that arm down. Coming back into plank. Inhale here. And then exhale, coming into side plank facing towards your left. Again, you can lower that that bottom knee. You can raise the top leg. You can go into toe hold if you'd like. Wherever you want to be today. Take an inhale. We're going to wrap that left foot back around. Come down into that low lunge. Drop that back knee down, back foot flat. And again, we're going to reach opposite hand to foot. Good. Really just getting a nice stretch on those quads. Again, loop something around your foot if you'd like to bring it in towards you. If grabbing hand to foot is not for you. Inhale. And exhale, go and release that foot, or yes, release the foot. We're going to step down onto that left foot, rise through the right leg, coming into those half splits. Again, you can wrap that left arm around. Lifting high here if you'd like. You decide where you want to be. Maybe your legs here. That's okay. Just try to lift and open as much as you can. Taking an inhale. Exhale. Again, finding the center of that left foot and really rising, pressing into that foot as you lift into Warrior Three. Inhale. Exhale, reach for that back foot. Coming into that dancer pose. Another good way to start into dancer is to just be here. And then begin to hinge. You can also use a strap around the foot to kind of bring that foot a little further in if you'd like. You decide what works for you. Inhale. Exhale, release here. Coming back to that mountain pose. All right. We're going to get right into those deeper back bending poses here today, leading up into our wheel. Taking a nice deep inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step or float back. Find your vinyasa. Taking an inhale. Exhale, float forward into plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale. Exhale, rise to the top. Inhale again. Exhale, lower all the way down to your chest. Beautiful. All right. We're going to start here just by kind of stretching out the chest, the hip flexors once more. So we're going to take those arms out nice and wide into a T position. And from here, I'm going to take my left arm and my left leg. I'm going to take them over the top, but I want to keep that right arm out to the side. All right, so I'm just going to flip here, taking it up and over, reaching that arm back behind me, reaching maybe for that shirt or that opposite hip. And that foot's just placed down on the floor behind me. Again, I can keep my head lifted if I'd like, or you can just place your head down onto a block, a pillow, or the mat. Whatever feels best for your neck today. We're just getting a nice opening through that chest and through the hips. Taking an inhale. And exhale, go ahead and switch sides. So now I'm going to take my opposite arm out and flip here. And just relaxing down into this pose. Getting everything ready for wheel. Inhale, and exhale, drop back to center. All right, so from here, we're going to take those arms back behind us. Palms are going to face down towards our mat. We're going to roll the shoulder blades down and back, squeezing the inner thighs towards each other. And we're going to lift both upper and lower body, taking an inhale, and exhale, lift. Inhale. And exhale, lower. One more time, inhale. Exhale and lift. Inhale. Exhale, lower. All right. So from here, we're going to bring those arms back forward. We're going to go into our bow pose. So you can go into half bow if you'd like, or you can go into full bow. It's completely up to you today. We'll kind of up and down out of both poses. You can decide which you want to go for. So if you're doing half bow, you're going to take that left forearm down onto the mat, and you're going to reach your left hand to your left foot. Right hand to right foot. And then you're just going to lift to the top here, trying to pull that thigh up off the mat if you can. All right? So that's half bow. If you want to go for full bow, then I'm going to grab for both feet, squeezing those inner thighs towards each other, around, taking the shoulder blades down and back, and then I'm just going to press the feet into the hands as I lift. So you find what works for you today. Half bow, full bow, wherever you'd like to be. All right, so take a nice deep inhale, either reaching for one foot here or both feet. Taking a nice deep inhale, exhale, lift to the top. Again, remembering to breathe. Remember, we're creating space here. We're opening through the chest, creating strength in the low back. Inhale. Exhale, lower here. Now, if you're in half bow, go ahead and switch feet here. If you're in full bow, stick with me right here. Pulling those knees towards each other. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, rise again. One more breath. And exhale, and come all the way down. Beautiful. All right. So from here, let's go ahead, grab your block if you have a block. If you don't, that's okay. And we're just going to flip ourselves over here. Preparing for our peak pose today. So I'm going to give you kind of just a couple different things that you can do here if you'd like. So we're all going to start by doing a few bridges again. And then on our third pass, we're going to go up into wheel. So you're wanting to place those heels right underneath the knees. And I'm going to show you how you can kind of go into supported bridge as well and get a really nice opening through the hips as well. If you don't want to go completely up into that back bend, maybe you have wrist issues, maybe wheel just isn't comfortable for you today. That's all right. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, flatten your palms down on the mat for right now, and then exhale and just lift through the hips. Keeping those legs parallel with each other, really squeezing up through the glutes. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Now, if on your third pass you want to go for that supported bridge instead of going up into wheel, you can take that block and place it underneath of you, kind of where the tailbone meets the hips. And you can just kind of lower down here and just extend the legs and hang out here while we're all in wheel. All right, so that's one option for this third pass. A couple other options are to stay just in this bridge pose like so. You can also go into half wheel. So again, I'm turning my hands to where my fingers are reaching towards my feet. And if I'm going into half wheel, I'm just going to come up onto the crown of my head and stay here. If I want to go into full wheel then, I'm going to press my arms up. Good. All right. So you decide where you want to be on this third round. We'll all go at it together, okay? Roll out those wrists if you need to, just a little bit. Get them ready to go. All right, placing the heels right underneath the knees. So, choices of bridge, supported bridge, half wheel or full wheel. We're going to take a nice deep inhale and exhale, rise to the top. Continue to breathe. Giving a deep opening into the abdominals. Lots of strength in the back. Lots of strength in the arms. Inhale. And exhale, come all the way down. Beautiful. Go ahead and pull those knees into the chest. Hug yourself nice and tight. You did great work today. Rock from side to side. We're going to get a nice little stretch here now. Taking an inhale. And exhale, we're going to take that right leg over the left, coming into our supine pigeon. So I'm going to pull that left leg towards me here. Oh, so you get that nice stretch on the back of the glute. Whew. I don't know about yours, but mine is tight today. So this feels really good. Let's stay here for a couple breaths. Inhale, and go to the other side. Hopefully your body feels nice and warm here. Get a nice stretch into those muscles, to those joints. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and take your left leg and reach it all the way over your right. And we're going to reach for both heels, coming back into that cow face pose. This time we're in a supine position. Getting a nice stretch across the IT bands, down into the glutes. Taking an inhale, and exhale, switch legs. Really locking those inner thighs or those bandhas. Getting that nice stretch here. This is a really nice stretch if you're a runner or a lifter or a biker. That IT band gets tight. A lot of those different activities that we do, even just sitting for long periods of time, our IT band can get really tight. Take an inhale and exhale and release. All right, from here we're going to go ahead and grab that strap and we're going to loop it around that right foot, or you can just hold on to your leg too if you don't have a strap. Taking an inhale, really lengthening that leg, pointing that big toe towards the head. Taking an inhale, and exhale, and take it out to the side. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, cross the leg over the body, allowing the right arm to fall out to the side. Inhale back to center. And exhale, switch feet. Pointing that big toe towards your head. Inhale. And exhale and allow the foot to come out to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, cross the leg over and open through the chest. Inhale, taking it back up to the top. Exhale, release that foot, drawing both knees into the chest. Rock it again from side to side if you'd like. And taking a nice deep inhale. We're going to go into our happy baby, taking the knees out to the side, reaching for those feet and drawing the knees into the armpits. And taking an inhale. And exhale, take the feet together, knees together. Taking an inhale. And exhale. And lower the feet down to the mat. Again, you can keep those knees bent if you'd like, or you can straighten the legs coming into our final Shavasana. Arms extended out to the sides. Again, just going back to that space, to that place of peace and joy. Letting go of anything else that might be going through your head today. Knowing that you are safe. All you need is your breath. Just start by releasing the feet first. And then feel the relaxation as it begins to move up the backs of the legs. Sometimes I like to imagine that my legs are like two sandbags that are just becoming heavier and heavier, sinking down further and further into the earth. Releasing any tension that I might be holding in the glutes or in the base of the spine. Releasing each vertebra one at a time. Knowing that you're more than enough today. Knowing that whatever situation you're in is not permanent, but temporary. Even in our most painful situations. Sometimes there's still things to grasp from those things that we can learn, things that we can take with us into our next season of life. And just know that even if you're watching this video by yourself today, or this live event by yourself today, that you're not alone. We're still a community together, making it through the best way that we know how. Allowing your shoulders to release. Again, allowing the tension and anxiety to roll off your shoulders. Taking an inhale. Allow the eyes to soften as you exhale. Allow the jaw to release. And maybe your lips open just slightly. Inhale. And exhale and pull the knees into the chest. Taking an inhale, hugging your body, thanking it for all that it's done today and all that it will do. Taking an inhale. And then exhale, just roll over to your side into that fetal position. Drawing that bottom arm under the head and neck for support. Allowing the blood to recirculate. Allowing the muscles to reattach to the bone. And inhale. And exhale and set yourself up to the top into a cross-leg position. Roll those shoulders down and back. And keep those eyes closed if you'd like, or you can open your eyes, whatever's most centering. Again, just aligning the spine over the hips, head over the spine. Taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Taking hands to heart center. Thank you for choosing yoga for yourself today. May you have peace in your mind. May you speak kind words. And may your heart be filled with joy. Namaste.